Core exercises improve your balance and your stability. Never let society dictate how you should look, the type of activities that you enjoy.
No matter what age you are, so what? Hey everyone, do you want to know how a gorgeous, inside and out by the way, pro-aging fitness enthusiast works on abs and can teach us how to do the same thing standing up? Well, I'm going to introduce you to our very special guest. You've met her before, Gail Gensler, not only a pro-aging fitness enthusiast, an automotive executive, a model, and so much more. And she's been a boxer since 19 years old for exercise, but I'm going to let her tell you more about that. And she's got some wonderful things for our abs. I can't wait to learn.
Hello, everybody. It's great to be here again. Thank you for having me back. As part of the Summer Fitness Series, we're going to talk about something that's always been like a love-hate thing for me, and that is abdominals. For those of you that have seen me before on the show, you know that I always like to start by saying I am not a subject matter expert. I am a real-life woman who just happens to have a tremendous love for fitness, a passion. I have been a personal trainer in the past. I have taught boxing classes. I don't any longer. However, I work out like a beast every single day, work very hard at keeping my body nice and fit and fabulous. And so I always like to pass along the things that I do as part of my daily routine, because that's where your success is found, right? It's found in your daily routine.
Yes.
Everybody else out there. And I endeavor to do things that you don't need a whole lot of equipment for. You don't need a fancy gym. You don't need fancy equipment, a couple weights, and that's really about all that you need. So we're going to talk about abs. And again, very important for me to say, there's an old saying that in the fitness world that abs are made in the kitchen. And I cannot tell you how true that is, right? Because you can have a wonderful six-pack, but unfortunately, if your nutrition's not aligned, then you're going to have some coverage on that, shall we say, which will ensure being able to see the wonderful definition that you've worked so hard for. So, mind you, nutrition has to be in alignment with what you're doing. However, with that being said, it's so important to have a strong core, especially as we age. Why? Core exercises improve your balance and your stability. Core exercises train your muscles in your pelvis, your lower back, your hips, your abdominals to all work together in harmony, which leads to better balance and stability. Imagine you trip and fall, which could happen at any time, right? We've all slipped on something.
Yes.
If you have a strong core, it is going to be so much easier to elevate yourself back to a standing position. And that's why I think regardless of what you're after, whether you're after a six-pack, whether you just want to have a good, strong core, which should really be fundamental for everybody, these are great exercises.
Well, I can't wait to learn, because I definitely need some ab work. And I do have a question to ask you. What about, before we begin, what about mothers that might have that little mommy pouch, after they give birth? How long does it take for recovery when you have something like that, learning these kinds of exercises?
Okay. Again, in the spirit of authenticity and transparency, right? So obviously when you're expanded because you're pregnant, your skin is stretching. And as we age, as you and I have spoken about so many times, right? You're losing elasticity in your skin, and you're going to have laxity of your skin anyway. So that just further exacerbates the situation. And sometimes the skin has stretched so far that there really isn't that much that you can do. To a degree, yes, it'll come back in, it will retract. But even I found myself as fit as I am after I gave birth to my daughter with that little bit of extra. And again, there's other ways we can talk about another time to combat those things. But if you just want to work on it yourself without the help of a doctor, shall we say, these are just great exercises to do. And again, getting your core strength in line is just imperative as we age anyway. So all
Yeah,
this on a regular basis. I hope that answered your question a little bit.
it does. And we're ready to watch.
Okay, so for demonstration purposes, I am going to pick up some 3-pound weights and make life very easy. Of course, I immediately gravitate to my boxing stance. Those of you that have met me before know that I'm the one that boxes. But okay, so the first exercise I'm going to show you is what's called a march with a twist. And very simple. Leg up to the opposite elbow. Knee up to the opposite elbow. And that's it. You're working your abdominals. You're really working all your core muscles, okay? From there, it's very easy to just go in a lateral movement, similar, but instead of crossing over, knee to the same elbow, knee to the same elbow. And because I have weights in my hands, I feel it, you get a little bit of shoulder action going on in there too. So, but you want to keep your elbows stationary. So knee to elbow, knee to elbow. Very simple. Another easy one, and I'm going to put both weights in one hand. This hand is going to go behind my head. This arm is going to go to the side. I'm going to make sure that my back is in alignment, and I'm going to reach to the floor. And I feel it right here in my, right on the side of my abs, right in my obliques.
And the purpose of the weights, Gail, you talked about the shoulders. The purpose of the weights are?
Obviously, the little weight resistance, it makes the exercise, the degree of difficulty a little bit greater, and you feel a little bit more. It's not necessary. It's a nice enhancement, not necessary at all, okay? Once I already have the weight in my hand anyway, actually, I'm going to switch to 1 5-pound because it's a little bit easier. You can do this with a med ball. You can do it with a weight. So you're stationary in the front. Your arms are about shoulder width apart, okay? And right at shoulder level. Make sure that your feet stay planted and just left to right, left to right. Trying to keep this part of my body not moving and just all of it coming from the core.
No, that's great. I love that. And when you did your leg lifts with the weights going back and forth and so forth, that also is a great back strengthener, isn't it?
Yes, it is. Because remember, again, they all work in harmony. They're all working together. There's complete synchronicity going on there when you're working your upper half, particularly your core. Another one we affectionately call a wood chop. So wood chop is from here, almost like you're up at bat, and then down past your knee, and then back up, down past your knee. I feel it in my obliques. Down past your knee. Keeping your feet planted. Other side, this is what it looks like.
Now, for those who are laymen out there that may not know the word oblique, can you explain where the obliques are?
Right over here on the side.
Okay.
Here on the side. Without getting into specific muscle groups, right? We could just make it easy. Obviously, these are your lower abs, the upper abs here. And again, I just want to emphasize, there really is no such thing as spot toning, right?
Mm-hmm.
It all works together, and it all starts with sound nutrition. But of course, if your nutrition is in line, then you're going to be able to see the wonderful definition because there's nothing covering it. I'm going to take the weight again. I'm going to hold it straight over my head and just lean over to the side. This is a wonderful stretch in general, especially if you're in an office like I am, sitting the majority of the day. This feels just wonderful.
You know, I can actually feel that, and I'm not even doing it.
I'm going to take the weight and I'm going to do circles. So there's a few ways you can do this. You can draw a circle, if you will, on the ceiling and reverse. And I'm feeling it all through here.
Now, if somebody can't lift a 5-pound, Can they do that with a 3?
Here you go. There you go. Remember, breathe, don't hold your breath. Always exhale on the exertion. Okay?
Okay.
You can also, for circles, go this way around your head. Great stretch. I'm feeling it in my shoulders as well. I'm obviously engaging my core.
And that looks like it would actually be good for your neck.
Oh, feels great. This feels great. This is one of my all-time favorite exercises. Okay, I'm going to put the weight down. This is classic, tried and true, just touching your hand to the opposite foot. Hand to the opposite foot.
Now, these actually seem pretty easy. And you can definitely get a slow start in them and build up. How many repetitions would we have to do?
I generally, when I'm doing abs, I like to add the abs into the other parts of the routine that I'm doing. So for this morning, for example, in the gym, because today was not a boxing day, it was a booty and leg day. So I would do my 3 sets of 15, let's say, on the booty exercise, and then I would go do 25 repetitions of an ab. And then another booty exercise, another 25 of the same. So I was doing 50 on each part of my ab. And so it then became almost like a cardio routine too, because I don't stop. I don't stop. It's exercise for the booty, exercise for the leg, abs, booty, leg, abs, booty, leg, abs. So I'm going through it, and it becomes an all-over body conditioning type of a workout. And then if you really want to add some great cardio in, another one of my all-time favorite moves, and this one I've been doing since 1983, 84. This is great. This is, you're bringing your knee in. So it almost simulates a crunch, right? Stretching the arms back, bringing it in, and if you speed it up, then it becomes really an active cardio type workout in addition to working your abs, right?
Now, I want to mention, everybody, that I'm going to actually put down in the comments section how many reps to do if you're a beginner, if you're an intermediate, if you're advanced. So I know that Gail's going to help me with that. So I'll put that down in the comments section for you. And also, before you continue, I want to know how everybody gets in touch with you, how they can find you, because you have so many platforms, and also to like and share this, because you want to share this with everybody you know that says, oh my gosh, my abs, they're just not the way they used to be. I really need to get surgery? What do we need to do? This is, your beginning. This is your start to get things in better shape. And as Gail said, you have to start in the kitchen. We'll explain that in a minute. But I want everybody to know how to get in touch with you. And by the way, I didn't even tell you, this is Sheryl with Clientele, in case you didn't guess. How do we get in touch with Gail Gensler?
So I'm most active on Instagram, and I am Gail Gensler, all together, Gailgensler, Gail Gensler. The same on Facebook, Gail Gensler. The same on LinkedIn, Gail Gensler. And my website, which I'm very proud of, gailgensler.com. On gailgensler.com, you can see all the articles that I've written, because I blog each month as well. The publications that I've been in, you can see some great stuff that's been done by my producer, who I know has now become a good friend of yours, Sheryl, Alex. And you can see the video business card that he's done for me. You can see his work too. And you can learn a little bit more about me. But the best way truly is just to DM me on Instagram at Gail Gensler. If you want to set up a call, I'm happy to set up a call to help and motivate, inspire you. If you want me to send you a few videos about inspiration, happy to do that too. But I'd be grateful and honored if you followed my journey on Instagram.
Absolutely. We follow you already, but we want everybody else to follow you. And what Gail is doing, this is not a me learning tool here. This is for you. And this is to inspire and encourage you to step out and do something for yourself at any age. Gail calls herself a pro-aging fitness enthusiast. Do we mind if we tell how old you are?
I will tell you by explaining how I describe it. I say, so what?
That's right. That's absolutely right. And
60.5 technically now. And you know what? It's a number and it is a mindset. And my goal is to change the narrative about aging through fitness and embracing a healthy lifestyle. I want younger generations to use me as a role model and say, wow, this 6-year-old woman is still in beast mode boxing every day. And I want my peers to look at me and say, well, if she can do it, why can't I? Barring any illnesses of any grave nature or anything that would preclude you from doing these things. But if you're reasonably healthy, just to get your body moving, find something that gets your body moving, because only good comes from that.
that's right. And you can start at any age. As Gail said, if you're reasonably healthy, please God, you can start at any age and you can start slow. This is a person, she calls herself doing beast mode all the time because she's been doing this since she's been 19 years old, but you can start slower and build up. And if Gail is an inspiration, and I don't know anybody who does not think she is, you're going to get some wonderful results and great information always from her.
I welcome any questions, any comments, any inspo that I can give you. And if I don't know the answer personally, I will find the answer for you.
Thank you. And also I want to say, like and share this with your family, friends, coworkers, whoever, anybody that you care about, that you want to live a healthy life. So we're ready for more. And then we're going to close it out and say goodbye and come back for another great lesson with Gail.
A few more, I will close it out. Again, since I already have the weights, this is also one of my favorites because I absolutely love plie squats. It's one of my favorite positions to be in for squatting. It does not impact your knees, although, of course, with the advent of me using the BioHA, I don't have any knee issues anymore. Thank you very much, Clientele. So again, bending elbow to knee, elbow to knee.
Now, Gail just mentioned, by the way, a MDR product that's our sister company. And that is a product called BioHA. I don't even have it in my hands. You might have it over there. But when you are working out or you're doing anything, I'm a dancer. Gail is a boxer, and you see what else she's doing as well with every single body part. She's going to continue to come back and show us. But for me, dancing, whatever it is where you need to keep your bones, your joints, and your cartilage lubricated, the MDR BioHA is phenomenal for that. And because it's hyaluronic acid and krill and astaxanthin as the main components. I just happened to have it. How did that happen? Magic. So this is what's helping her, because Gil was saying, when you've been jumping around as a boxer, somebody that boxes for exercise since 19, and you were
athletic my entire life, right? But particularly in beast mode, boxing, doing very strenuous HIIT classes, cardio classes forever and ever and ever and ever. And look, as you get older, obviously, there's a lot of impact on your joints, on everything, right? And so I've always struggled with finding something to help me, and I've tried plenty. And this is completely authentic. Again, very direct, very authentic. This has been for me. I know we were going to talk about something else, but I get so excited talking about BioHA because it completely eradicated any issues that I'm having in my knee, that I can do any kind of squats and I have zero pain, which for me is just miraculous.
It's a big deal. And another thing that it's doing for your overall skin, which includes your face, ladies and gentlemen, so listen to this too. That HA, that hyaluronic acid, increases the volume. And as we age, because we're talking about that our hormones slow down, whether you're a man or a woman, our human growth hormone slows down and everything begins to have laxity. and lose its volume. So we get a little drawn and so forth as time goes on. That's going to make that skin more voluminous on the face. So you want to look at that also when you take it. And there's one other thing that I'm going to prescribe for Gail that she didn't even know. We talked about it for probably a second. And I actually I have to tell you the wrong bottle. My apologies. But it's called Daycal, and the formula is advanced. We have advanced it. So one of the things about MDR and Clientele is that we always give you the most current ingredients. If we find ingredients that are going to be more beneficial for you, we will update your products always. So you're always getting the best beyond what you're expecting. But if you're a person like Gail that is in beast mode, that does work out, that's the wrong one again, but that does work out, this is going to give you fucoidan, and it's going to give you MSM, another incredible thing for your bones and joints. Fucoidan, another powerful antioxidant. MSM, I just talked about. It's going to give you resveratrol as an antioxidant as well. Everything that's going to promote healthy cell longevity and healthy bone longevity. So this is something that I'm going to prescribe for you, and your K2 as well, which is highly important for your heart, because when you are putting this physical exertion on yourself, that makes the heart work harder. So, which is good, but we also want to make sure that the heart is healthy and can withstand exercise to, strong physical exertion. So I wanted to let you know about that. So that's coming your way, Gail. And please call us at 800-327-4660 for your Daycal Advanced as well. Is there anything else that we need to know about abs?
Not really. I think that's a great place to start. There are a lot of other moves I tried for purposes of today with this camera being in an upright position, standing. There's a lot of great exercises on all fours, mountain climbers, different variations, V-ups and different things where you're laying on your back. A little tough to film in this environment. So there's a lot more, which I'm happy to share with anybody if they want to get in touch with me on Gail Gensler on Instagram. But I also want to thank you, Sheryl, because no matter how many times we talk, which is plenty, I'm always learning something from you, particularly about, obviously, skincare and supplements. And isn't that great that I just gave you and all the people listening some fantastic tips on abs, but you just gave all of us this great information on the supplement. Thank you.
Well, thank you. It goes both ways. I love having you. You've been such an inspiration and encouragement to women and men out there of all ages. It doesn't matter what age we are. And as Gail says, so what? No matter what age you are, so what? It's not too late to start if you're in reasonable health. I love having Gail on because she is one of the best and most encouraging people that you can ever meet in your life, with a heart of gold. And please get in touch with her. Go to that website, gailgensler.com. Go to her Instagram, go to her LinkedIn, go to her TikTok, go to her Twitter. She's got all different kinds of platforms for you. Read the blogs, read the articles. She's got something to share for fitness, for health, for beauty, and for saying, go get them. So Gail, will you take us out with one final thing that you want to say to encourage and inspire our audience?
Never, ever let society dictate how you should look, what you should be wearing, the type of activities that you enjoy, and most importantly, what type of workouts you should be doing. It is up to you. It is your journey. Do you, be you, for you.
I couldn't have said it better myself. That is a phenomenal and very profound nugget to take with you. I want to say blessings to everybody. I want to thank our wonderful guest again. Please replay this, everybody. Like and share, like and follow. Call us at 800-327-4660. 800-327-4660. Clientele and MDR. What we will do, I can't speak. I'm so excited. Where we will do an in-depth personal consultation and target everything that you need for you, because it's all about you. We will see you again soon. We're going to have Gail back again for another body part or another great subject. Thank you, Gail Gensler. Bye,
Ah.
everyone.